So Sony, with all their crap about the DRM this, DRM that, people don't know. I didn't even know what was going on. I had to actually go dive deep into this DRM drama that the Sony has dropped on us. But it is what happened when you guys started like jailbreak their PS4s and PS5 and the whole shenanigans that happened with, like, if the license with that video game, that you could actually crack the software of Sony. But more on that later. We're actually gonna dive deep into the DRM and see what it is they actually is, because believe it or not, Sony had to actually respond to these claims, because a lot of people are upset, especially with saros coming out today. A lot of people trying to boycott it because of they want Sony to revert their DRM claim, man. Let's get to it. What's up, guys? Mother Gaming here. We're back with another video now for you guys today. Now, before we start, I hope everybody's doing good. Now, Sony had to tell GameSpot, like, they were actually forced to actually respond to this DRM drama. Actually, a lot of people were upset. Well, they are still upset, even though Sony claims you're only supposed to do you only need to do an ID check within the 14 days for the return period, and then after that you will get a permanent license. But before we get into it, I just want to show you guys this video of Spawn Wave. You should definitely check out this video. Is on his channel right here. He actually puts the PS5 to claim to the test. So he started the Vampire Crawler. He just bought the Vampire Crawler and the Saint Slayer. He already owned Crimson Desert and he already owned Pragmata on a disc. Now, what he did was he took the CMOS battery out of his PS5. If you don't know what a CMOS battery is what actually keeps track of time for the PlayStation and also for PCs. So since he took out the CMOS battery, the system completely forgets that he already bought these games and signed in. So since he takes the CMOS battery off and keeps his system offline, he is testing to see if the PlayStation will play the games, which it doesn't, because it's telling him it requires an internet connection to actually get the license of the game. But Crimson Desert, he bought it before the deadline, which was March 2026, and he has Pragmata on the disc. Let's watch.
With that in mind, let's see what happens here when we try to fire up Saint Slayer. And there you go. Can't use this content, can't connect to the server. To verify your license, wait a while and then try again. Okay, so Saint Slayer does not work. Vampire Crawlers, same deal. Can't use this content, can't connect to the server to verify your license. Okay, wait a while and try again. With that in mind, Crimson Desert, we get picked that up when it, once it came out, more than a month ago now. And we picked that guy. Yeah, looks like that one fires up no problem. Digital game. The whole idea is that this situation that's going on right now with the license check is not being retroactively applied. So any of your current digital games should not have this issue popping up. We can see offline, CMOS reset, the whole thing. The license is not broken for Crimson Desert. Okay, so let's go back, and I would like to check, if I could, check Pragmata, although I have a little lock symbol on that guy. I do want to check Pragmata real quick to make sure. That one seems to load up fine as well. So as far as I can see right this second, those new games are affected, but any of the ones I've had already purchased, or a physical game, even one more recent like Pragmata, is not affected. But there is something I wanted to try, as this was also brought up. I want to see what happens if I go in and I fix the time manually. All right, because in some cases, license.
So yeah, now there he's gonna get. What's up, guys? More Gaming here, back with another one for you guys. Just wanted to let you guys know, if you're watching my videos and you are liking my videos before, to drop a like, and also consider subscribing and turning the notification bell on. You know, so it can let you know when I do drop a video. Let's get to it. Like, go into the time and stuff. But yeah, like it was saying, if any games you own before March, like before the end of March 2026, it doesn't matter if it's digital, Well, no, I think it's only affecting digital from what I've seen. Any game owned before March 2026 is affected, which indicates the game will not start. Like, it will not start. It will require you to connect to the internet to verify the license, but that is in the first 14 days of the return period of the game. Now here we are in GameSpot. PlayStation user reports new online license check, but Sony quells concern. The problem appears to be affecting both PS4 and PS5 game purchase after March 2026, like I just told you guys. A new quick has begun affecting PlayStation 4 and 5 owners with digital games purchases. It appears the system's latest update have introduced a 30-day online check for digital games, leaving those who have extended internet outages without access to the certain games. However, Sony has clarified exactly how it works, and it seems like most players have nothing to worry about. Several users, including the game accessibility Twitter account Does It Play, have reported that all new PlayStation Store purchases, those made before March 2026, appear to be unaffected. Feature a 30-day timer that shows when you will need to connect to the internet again before losing access. This time doesn't appear to be visible on the PS5, but according to Does It Play, it's still being tracked in the background. So if you did have a PS4, it actually tells you like this is like the amount of days left that you have to connect to the internet and verify your license. While unlikely to be a tangible issue for most players, there are definite use cases that could see a PS4 or PS5 disconnected from the internet for extended periods of time. According to a statement Does It Play gave Kotaku, the license checks may have been introduced to combat refund scams, but were designed to convert into unlimited licenses afterwards. That appears to be the case, with the SIA spokesperson telling GameSpot the following. Wait, Sony Interactive Entertainment. I'm sorry, I said SIE. Sony themselves said players can continue to access and play their purchased games as usual. A one-time online check is required to confirm the game's licenses, after which no further check-ins are required. At least one major gaming company has wasted no time chiming in. However, retailer GameStop published its own statement on the situation, emphasizing that this problem will not happen if you have purchased a physical game. As we guys saw, the Spawn's video literally just showed us that the digital games wouldn't fire up, but he had the Pragmata fire up no problem, and Crimson Desert also fired up no problem. But he bought Crimson Desert before he bought the new game before March 2026. Moving on. No. Game DRM has been a continuous issue for years, particularly with the launch of the Xbox One back in 2013. Originally, plans were in place to allow for users to install physical games to their system and then no longer need the disc. Instead, it will require online license checks. This didn't do over particularly well, as you might recall, and Microsoft ultimately opted for a system much like the Xbox 360, but not before Sony mocked with a cheeky ad of his own. Is it here? Oh yeah, this is the most iconic video of all time. Like, the fact that this Sony right here that made this kid making fun of the Xbox One, this very Sony that created the art of sharing your game, yes, this fucking Sony is going out of their way to tank their brand. It's just, I don't know, man. Like, pulling PC games off PC is just ridiculous, because it's like free money. You don't have to do day and date. You could do a year. I respect a year. Now you see me, I moved over to PC. I don't play on my PlayStation no more. Saros was the first game I purchased on my PlayStation in like 8 months because I was forced to. But that's because I'm a content creator. If I was not a content creator, I would not be buying Saros, because I have a more than capable of a PC. But more on that after this video. Yeah, this Sony right here. Look at this.
This is how you share your games on PS4.
It's just so sad. It's so sad. It's just hilarious.
Thanks.
PlayStation.
This Sony right here, it's just hilarious. They, like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Saros, I bought Saros because I'm actually interested in the game, which is why I bought on PS5. But I guarantee you, have I not been a content creator? Have I not tried to be a content creator? You know, I'm a really small channel. This video is probably gonna like 50 people. The 50 people watching. If I was not a content creator, I would not have bought Saros. I can guarantee you that. I would not have bought this game. That's the only reason why I bought it. It's because I'm a content creator. Like, it's just so, it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, if you guys like, you could drop a like if you like what you watch, and also hit that subscribe button for more content. Now, my Twitch link is in the description. I literally am doing this video right after. I just did like a 2-hour stream of Saros. So if you want, you guys go check that out. I also have a TikTok link in the description as well, man. And I will see you guys next time, man. Take care. Ah, fuck.